I will remind you guys, and then if anybody else wants to pop in, Jess, Gill, and I posted the golden bet. So I know we talked about it on the team call last week, but basically watch my video in your team pages, and if you guys didn't share that in your team pages, please share. I know I shared it in Misfits and Strive Forward, but basically it's going to be a weekly accountability for your BAT, your business activity tracker, super duper simple, and help y'all make your trip to LA happen. So hitting 1-star diamond by the end of the year and just taking the action, get there, and celebrating you every step of the way. So starting October 1st, we're going to ask for $20 a person. And so we'll have like a pot at the end of the year for everybody that hits it. So it's kind of some extra Christmas cash, if you think about it that way, to work hard now for the next couple months. The other thing is the work's coming out in 12 days, which I am so freaking pumped about. Like, I don't know how Nat feels, but I feel like it's going to be Shift Shop 2.0, honestly. Like, I'm so freaking pumped about this. So get educated. I know I'm going to butcher his name, but Amelia, I don't know, is doing some calls in the next week or two in corporate. So I shared some with my team. Go ahead, Nat.
I was going to say I got a ton of information from the roundtable, so I'm actually going to do a live Zoom.
Oh, you muted yourself.
Sorry, I'm trying to fix my speaker. I'm going to do a live presentation on Friday morning in my team page, so I will make sure I save that. I Zoom record it. That way you guys can pass it on in your team pages. Tons of information, but from what I learned just real quick is that on Monday, we're going to have access to a fit test and a free workout. The fit test is actually already on in your coach office. And then Monday is going to be the free workout and then all kinds of goodies. So I'm going to share that Friday morning with everybody.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, this guy, like, they're giving us all the tools to be successful. Every single month there's something new, guys. So it's just about latching on and using it and running with it. I know I talked to one of my coaches last night and she was like, I don't know if this is for me. And the way I look at every single launch, and I think every leader will agree, don't knock it till you try it. Because if you go into it of like, this isn't my jam, then nobody in your downline is going to do it, right? So go into it with an open mind, share it. You never know who might want it. Any other announcements you guys want to share off the top of your heads? Maggie, recognition? Shout outs?
I have some recognition.
Yeah, go for it.
My coach Ashley, who is on here, locked in Emerald and Success Club for the month. And she has been literally one of the most consistent people I've ever seen. We have 2 weekly, like, smaller team calls. She gets on both of them. She gets on all the team calls. She's constantly responding on the team page. She's just like she's a rock star. So, Ashley, I love you. You rock.
You go, girl. Keep it up. Someone was going to go.
Me. I have a quick shout out. Noelle's not on the call tonight, but today she officially locked in Success Club 60, which is absolutely out of control and amazing, and I hope she sees this recording.
60 months straight, you mean? Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant 60 points. That's amazing too, though. Good job, Noelle.
Great. Otherwise, I'd be getting her on here telling all the secrets.
I don't know if we've congratulated Rachel yet, but the news is out that she's expecting.
Awesome. Any other recognition, shout outs? Anybody? All right. Well, let's get started. I know Rachel is going to be loading y'all with so much inspiration. I'm sure she is tired because that's how you always come back from retreats. But I don't know much about it, but I know that Liz Hartkey always does her retreats amazingly. And Rachel just got back from, I believe you guys were at her farm in Wisconsin or something. I don't know. But she always puts on bomb stuff for her leaders. And so Rachel spent some time there with a lot of the other leaders in our larger team. And I can't wait for her to share all of the things that she kind of took away to end this year strong, because we're going into the fourth quarter, guys. And this is kind of the time of year when it's like, shit or get off the pot, right? Like, go for your goals, finish the year strong. And yeah, Rach, take it away. Stop babbling.
Thanks, Dee. Yeah, I'm just trying to fix my screens really quick. So yes, this was actually my fourth retreat that I have been to that Liz has hosted. So I've actually been to all of them, which is such an incredible honor, because out of all of the events that Beachbody holds and throws, these smaller retreats are like where my heart is at. I leave each retreat a whole new person, a whole new mindset, and a whole new inspiration. So I'm excited to share with you guys some stuff. I did want to go over a couple quick announcements. It was more about the works. Obviously, Natalie's going to talk about that, so I guess I don't need to go into much detail. But the fit test is live, so if you want to go in the coach office, make sure you check it out, talk about it. Promo codes are going to be sent to all new coaches. So again, I'm sure Natalie's going to go over all of this stuff. So make sure you guys check out your coach breaking news, because that's where you can get all the information. Okay, so bear with me. I get out of breath. I'm dying. Everything's wonderful. But so I kind of had a couple different topics I did want to speak about, but I looked at kind of like what our team needed most, and it was either the inspiration or the business side, the nitty gritty stuff that we don't get to hear about as much as I feel like we should. And I went that way because that's what I love to hear. Is I like to see what's going on with corporate, what they're dealing with, like where their minds are at, because I feel like that as a business owner helps me be like, okay, this is where my mind needs to be at. So I do have another call I want to do in the near future that's going to break some walls down like it did to me, which is a really good thing. But for tonight's call, I do want to share with you guys kind of more technical stuff. So if you have paper or pen or something to write on, you want to make sure, because I'm going to be throwing a ton of information at you guys. And if you have questions, kind of hold it to the end, because the way I'm going to talk is all going to smooth together, and hopefully I'll answer a lot of your questions as I continue to talk. So at Liz's retreat, we had the honor to have Kim Carver. If you don't know who he is the director of product and training for Beachbody. He's really high up in the company. This is his, I want to say, fourth time being at Liz's retreat. So I've gotten to know him over the years. He's an incredible, incredible person. I wish I could have him with me every single day. His knowledge on the business and his mindset is incredible. So he actually was the one to give us all this information. And this is the first time this information is being talked besides who was at the leadership. So you guys are literally the first ones to know about this out of all the coaches. So feel special, because you should. So first things first, one of the big things that a lot of coaches want to know about or want to learn more about is the GSR. So getting started right. I feel like as leaders, we all typically kind of feel run down with how to get our coaches started right. How do we get these new people coming in off the gates and basically being an Ashley and going for the race or the sprint or whatever. Unfortunately, not every coach is like that. So the big thing that we are changing is Beachbody within the next month, they're actually going to be removing all of the training in the back office. So there's no longer going to be a emerald training. There's no longer going to be a diamond training, star diamond training. Like, they're gone forever. And I thought this was really interesting as to why they did this. And it kind of brought me back. And we all started differently, right? We all got brought into this business very different. And I know I'm speaking for myself and a couple of the other girls on this call that when we got brought into this business, we weren't handed all of these trainings. In fact, a lot of us were just like, hey, sign up, figure it out on yourself, and have fun with it. And somewhere along the lines, we decided that we needed to create all of these pretty packets and hand them to our coaches. So we were basically spoon feeding our new coaches all of this information, and all that did was get them stuck. And they didn't get brought in the same way that we did. So corporate recognized this, and they did a ton of studies on this, which I love because I like when I can see that there's a study behind information. And they did statistics on it too. So any new Emerald coach that came into this business that took longer than 90 days to sign up their first person had a 22% chance of advancing their business forever. Like, that's really low. That's not good. And that's not what we want. We don't want coaches coming in, hitting Emerald, and then just staying stagnant, right? Because that's not the end goal of our business. The end goal is to grow and to go into these goals and dreams that we desire, right? So I'm wicked out of breath, and I'm so sorry. I'm like trying to like keep myself going, but hold on, I'm sorry. So instead of all of those trainings, corporate's now gonna enroll this. It's like so fun, and I'm so excited. It's the very simple process of how we started. So any new coach that gets brought on to as a new coach, they're just gonna get one email. It's one welcome email that corporate will send them. And in that one welcome email, there's 5 videos. Those 5 videos total 22-minute longs. So any new coach that you bring in when this system rolls out can literally be done and started and know their business in 22 minutes. It's going to take less than a day. Like, that's insane. So the new focus is that we're going to be setting expectation for our coaches. So again, we typically bring new coaches in, we overwhelm the crap out of them with all of this information that they're so overwhelmed in, that excitement, that initial excitement of, I just want to get healthy and fit and help a couple people. Well, we're going to bring that back. So that is the main focus. We're not talking about Emerald. We're not talking about Success Club. In the videos, they're not going to be brought up. I think Success Club gets brought up in like video 3 or 4, but it's not going to be a stress. And I'm going to get into Success Club later on in the call, because that's another big thing. So the main focus is, how do you help your first couple people in your first 90 days? That's going to be our new focus for coaches that get brought on. We're not going to talk about rank. We're not going to talk about anything else, just that. All new coaches that do get brought on are going to have promo codes. So that's a nice little cool incentive that as a new coach, you get these fun little promo codes that you can offer to your friends and family. Bada bing, bada boom. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes. And yeah, so that's going to be the new GSR. So I think that that's really exciting, because I do feel like as a whole, we've fallen into this trap of, let me give all the information I can possibly give because I want to make, and it's not like it's a bad thing, guys. We do this because we want it to be easy. We want to give you every single answer you possibly can. Excuse me, heartburn's really bad too. We want to give you every script to the objection that you might get, but in the long grand scheme of things, when we're doing this, we're really just overloading our people with just information instead of bringing it back to the core value of just tell a couple people, just text a couple people. And so the new videos will actually explain that too, like how to reach your first couple people. Go out and text them, go out and send them a message, go out and call them, go out and tell your friends. Like, it's very simple and I love it. So that's something to look forward to. And that's something I wanted to tell you guys tonight that you can start implementing now. So when you start bringing in coaches, don't give them your packets. Guys, I got a packet of 16 pages long telling me all about all the things. And unfortunately, I read it all because I was really excited. But it's not going to be like that anymore. So this is something that you really can start implementing to your new coaches. Take that stress away from them and just really help them get started with helping their first person. Okay, so the second thing I want to lead into is Success Club. So obviously Success Club is kind of the foundation of our business, getting Success Club points and all that stuff. But there has, I guess, been a lot of chat about Success Club from corporate. And so one of the things I thought was another really interesting fact was that they said there is a 3% chance or 3% difference from someone hitting Success Club 5 to Success Club 10. There is only a 3% difference in that. And I thought that was actually really interesting because we as a whole culture of Beachbody kind of idolize Success Club. We see these coaches hitting Success Club 200 and we're like, how the hell are they doing that? How are they possibly helping that many people? At least that's what my thought is. And ironically, corporate has thought of the same exact thing. How are these people helping 100 and something people to the best of their ability? So something that they're looking at is they're no longer going to be, or you guys should have actually maybe recognized this, that they don't announce the top Success Club earner on the National Wake Up Call anymore. And that's because it's not that, they don't want to stress that part of the business, because that's not what our business is about, is how many points can we get? It's how can we keep these people engaged and actually help them. So a difference that, oh my God, I'm like so out of breath. I knew this was going to happen. So the difference that we're going to do and implementing, Natalie's going to learn a lot more about this when she goes to leadership, is that they're changing the way that we earn Success Club points. So you guys know that if you get one person that orders a total of 90 PV, you get a Success Club point. Yes? You guys know that? Yeah, hopefully. I hope so, because that's what happens. So now, again, let me repeat that because this kind of gets a little confusing. So when you had one single person order 90 PV, you got Success Club point. The change that they're making is if you get multiple people ordering up to 90 PV on a subscription order, you get Success Club points. So there's no longer just going to be one person ordering 90 PV. So one person ordering a box of Shakeology on subscription. It's going to be multiple people on subscription orders that equal 90 PV. You'll get Success Club points. And I have to take a breath because there's a lot of information coming. The reason that they're doing this is going to go into the next part that I'm talking about. And that is that they are seeing a very, I guess you could call it a solid line, not growth, not declining, of our growth as a whole. So they looked at, again, this is why I love our team. I love who we work for, because they see a problem, they look at it, and they implement it. So they looked at why are our coaches not earning more? Because, to earn more money, you need to have more volume coming through. And they realized, this is again why Success Club is changing, that people are just achieving way more Success Club points, and they're not having those same people staying on subscription orders. So it's basically, I like to call it, the way I saw it was a one and done. They would sign up 500 people, but out of those 500 people, only 10 of them are staying on subscription orders. So that doesn't do anything for us as a team. That doesn't help us generate income and generate volume, which at the end of the day, that's what we all want, is to earn more money, right? So we're taking our focus off of how many people we sign up in a month, and we're turning our focus on how many people can we continue on subscription orders. And I think that this is so genius because it doesn't matter where you're at in your business. You do not have to be a high Success Club earner for you to start implementing this. You can be a really high Success Club earner, and you can completely change this by focusing on, yes, I just saw that, Natalie, retention. I don't know what I said that was wrong, but what Natalie said is yes. You can focus on getting your coaches to continue ordering their Shakeology. If they don't want Shakeology, this is where our focus is going to be, is to helping them either pause their Shakeology and let's try beach bars. Let's get them on beach bars. Let's get them on Performance Line. Let's get them on other products so that they can try it, guys. That's why they keep coming out with all these incredible products, is so that we can continue to build that volume. So think of this from the business standpoint. And this is, again, why I love this stuff, is because we're not taught this stuff nearly as much as I believe we should be. We're taught more of like, let's be inspired. But this is the important stuff too. So let me see here. Okay, going into the nitty gritty of this call. This kind of blew my mind when Kim Carver was talking to us about this. And again, I don't know if he was supposed to tell us this, but he did, which I'm grateful for because it's what I like. So there's two parts to any compensation plan of any network marketing. Maggie, I'll come back to that. I'm going to stop this call a little earlier too, so I can answer a lot of questions because there's a lot of stuff going on in there, in that chat box. So there's two parts to every compensation plan in network marketing. Now Kim used very big words, and I tried so hard to remember them that I couldn't. So I'm going to call it a front part and a back part. Now, you need both parts to work in order to see success in network marketing. And the problem, again, corporate looked at this and said, why are our coaches not earning more money? What's the problem? So corporate looked at this and they saw that as a whole, majority of coaches are stuck in the front part and very little coaches are stuck in the back part. So the front part of our business is Success Club, bonus, elite, recognition. So many of us coaches get so stuck at pushing for those things that we forget about the other back part, which tends to be the very important part. I mean, they're both important, but you need both of them to grow together. And the back part is retention, aka your volume. Have I lost anybody? No? Okay. So, hold on. I gotta take a sip. So what's happening is they're seeing all of these coaches focus so much on the recognition, where they're pushing for elite, they're pushing for premier, they're pushing for these certain ranks, that they're burning themselves out because they're chasing these things up here, meaning they're chasing Success Club All-Stars, they're chasing to hit Success Club a bajillion. Like, all of that stuff is up here, but what they're missing is that retention from all of those orders, that they're not growing here. So that when they're up here, you burn yourself out. You don't want to do this for 5 years straight. You don't want to chase these numbers up here because you're not going to get here. Do you understand what I mean? When you get here, you're going to be able to sit back and you're going to be able to see that residual income constantly coming in because you put them two together. So how do you kind of connect those two? Oh my God, like pregnancy kicks my ass. I swear to God. So the way that we focus on these two is we put a focus on the things that are important, because rank recognition, all that stuff, it is important and we need it, especially as newer coaches. We need something to give us goals to achieve. So we focus on helping 3 people a month. We don't stress ourselves to help 15 people a month. We push for rank goals for our businesses to continue to grow, but we also put our entire focus on getting all of those people that we sign up to continue to order Shakeology the next month. Or if they don't want Shakeology the next month, they get on some other kind of subscription order. And when you have those two put together, guys, your business is going to completely take off. And it kind of sounds very simple, but I think it is very simple. And I think we as coaches completely overcomplicate this because we look at other people in the network and we're looking at other top coaches and seeing what they're doing. And we immediately think, oh, that's what I need to do because that's what they're doing because they're successful. But we're failing in the part of, why don't we just focus on getting our 3 customers that signed up last month to reorder Shakeology? Because I want you to be very honest right here. If you signed up 1 person last month, are they still on Shakeology? Think about it. Or are they still on a subscription order? So we've fallen into this trap of we've gotten these amazing people to join us, and they're basically one and dones. And we're okay with them being done or pausing their Shakeology because we're not putting a stressor. We're not putting, that's very important for them to be on a subscription order because that's going to earn you volume and that's what's going to continue your volume to grow. You have heard so many people say volume's down in the business right now. It's because our focus is up here and not back here. Oh, I just said so many words. All right, let me go through the chat box. Does anyone have questions? I know that was kind of a lot of information. Questions as I go through the chat box.
So when is the new Success Club stuff going into effect?
So their hopes is they're going to probably announce it to you at leadership. So I would assume by the end of the year. Kim didn't have a definite day.
So just to verify, if Bob, Jim, and Joe all get 30 PV, that's a Success Club point.
On HD.
HD.
Yes. It has to be HD.
Okay. Cool.
And with that, is it still new people coming in, or is that like any month that you have those subscription orders on HD, you earn another Success Club point? That would be like crazy focus on retention.
I believe it's every new person combined.
Got it.
Because I think we would all have ridiculous Success Club numbers.
Just dreaming, you know.
Maggie was like, "Oh, my bonus is going to be great on the trip next year."
Well, you see, I have this big focus on Success Club, so this is really speaking to me because retention is for sure something that I need to work on.
Yeah, I think it's something we honestly all need to work on, and that's why I'm so grateful. And you guys, like, I know we kind of complain sometimes about like corporate and about things maybe not working out, or about our pumpkin spice Shakeology taking a little bit longer to get to our doorsteps. I think I saw all of us like a week later being like, finally it's here. But something too that was brought up was that we're not Amazon. we're not 2-day shipping. And for them to do this, you have to remember too that the way that they developed their shipping methods was 7 years ago. And so it's on a very old model that they are working on fixing, but it takes a lot of work. And Kim was talking to us about this, about their shipping methods, because I guess a lot of people were complaining. And it's insane. It's insane what we don't have to deal with, but it also completely brought me back to real life and grateful that we don't have to deal with that. And I really want you guys to understand that as us being complete business owners of our business, we don't deal with shit. We literally do not deal with anything. If I had to deal with that shipping mess that they're dealing with, I would probably quit, because that's like way too much to deal with. And so when you have these moments of frustration with the business, you have to remember that that's something silly to waste your time on, because they're doing it for you. So don't be mad.
I want to, Rach, you are so right. I have to add this because I think we talked about this a couple months ago, but I'm most excited about this, I think, because we're not on a we're not in that one-tracked mind anymore with this, right? Like, has to be a challenge pack. I have to find 3 people that want to go all in on the fitness and the nutrition. Like, we can really be jack of all trades in the health and fitness industry now. It doesn't just have to be, but you got to get this pack to be my group, right? Like, obviously we still want to offer a challenge pack, because truly if they need both things, why not give it to them? But how often are you talking to someone and as soon as you don't feel like it's going to go towards a challenge pack, you're like, oh man, like, I don't, but like, they're like, oh, I just want the fitness, or I just want nutrition, or maybe you don't feel like you can approach as many people because you feel that pressure to make sure that you're enrolling them with a challenge pack. Like, I know I get in that mindset of like, challenge pack, challenge pack, challenge pack. And of course, it's because that is what is rewarded. We all know that really is the best value because that's what we've all gotten. But I'm so, like, I'm literally shaking with excitement right now to just go out and be like, want to try this fitness? Want to try this pre-workout? Want to try this Shakeology? Want to try this one box of pumpkin spice? Like, it doesn't matter, because if you are just, this is like opening the door to help so many people. Do you guys feel that? Like, it's not that one track mind anymore. Like, everybody, there's so many people already out there that do have fitness, or there's so many people out there that don't have fitness but love the nutrition plan that they're on, or love the pre-workout, and they will not take it out of their clawed hands, right? They will not budge. But if we get them in the door, they're going to probably try more things. But wow, this is great. I'm really excited. I hope that you guys see this as an opportunity to help more people. I don't want to say in an easier way, but I would rather go out tomorrow and present a $50 tub of Energize to 6 people. Like, how exciting does that feel? Like, like, instead of presenting a $160 challenge pack to 6 people. Like, how many of you guys feel the difference of like weight, right? Especially for a new coach. Now it's probably, we're pros with that. We're over the fear of presenting a $160 challenge pack. But now it's like, for a new coach, even like, hey, go find 10 people that want to drink Energize. Okay. Done. Right. So I don't know. I just want you guys to feel my excitement for that, because this is a huge opportunity for us as health and fitness professionals and influencers, that we're not just stuck in this bubble anymore with these packs, but we really have the opportunity to impact so many people with so many incredible products. Okay, I'm done.
No, it's true. I'm laughing at Elizabeth's comments in the chat box. She doesn't like change. She's very scared, which, I mean, and Natalie's comment made me laugh harder, because we were through that transition of DVDs to BOD, and we're like, this isn't going to work. Like, they're insane. Like, this isn't going to work. But yes, trust that Carl's crazy mind always puts us in the right direction. That's kind of how I've always seen it, is like, I trust him. I would probably give him my daughter and be like, yeah, she's fine. But to piggyback off of Mackenzie, is that it's very true, where we're trying to make this process very simple for not only new coaches, but maybe people that have been or felt stuck, or felt like they look at these recognition boards of Success Club and they just can never achieve that because they don't believe in themselves. So we're kind of taking that layer back, and we're instilling these even older coaches that are maybe Emeralds for a couple years, that you can do this. Like, you 1000%, we believe in you. Here's a better tool to help you get to where you want to go. And I think that that's really powerful, and that's really cool that a company can kind of see that trend, because it's clearly not just you. If you feel like you're someone that can never achieve big things in this business, you're not alone. Unfortunately, there's a lot of us that feel like that, where we all tend to put ourselves on islands when we're going through hard times. But corporate saw that, and they said they knew we needed to make some kind of change for our business. And I think that's incredible that our company will stick up for us and have our back and immediately change something when it's not working.
Yeah, I was just going to say there's some stuff going on in the chat. I think the main thing, Audrey, is like, and for all of you guys, you don't take away the tools that you have and throw everything you've learned out the window either. Like, what Rachel is saying is basically, now you get to serve the person where they're at. And that's the beautiful thing of what we're talking about. So you present the challenge pack if that's the best option based on their goals. That's what we do as coaches, right? Just like we talk about, you don't say like, oh, here's some containers when you know that they're struggling with fitness, right? Like we all know that they need workouts. So it's really being able to comprehensively look at what does this person need and how can I help them where they're at, starting with something, exactly what Natalie was saying. But I always feel these changes because I've been through the DVDs to Batu and Performance Line and Beach Bars. None of that stuff existed 5 years ago. But anytime these changes come, I always feel so lucky to be a coach. Like, it's so true. Trust in Carl. It's kind of what I was saying with the work when we started this call. You guys just latch on to what you do have right now and run with it, because you know it's going to continue to evolve and get better. And when you go with the wave and you ride it and you take advantage of it and you stick with it and you stay consistent, that's when you really prosper. So I'm really excited about this, Rach. And $15.95, damn, we're lucky. Goes a long, long way. That's all I got to say.
Good. I hope you guys are excited about it. I know it was like a moment for me. I was like, oh my God, like I felt like they were speaking to me. I felt like corporate just like spoke, like all of them came to me and just spoke to me. So I was like, yes. This is a very big positive change for your business. And I know that we always focus on like the inspiration stuff, but I really do think that this stuff is just as important, if not more important, because these are our businesses and we have to take full responsibility. So does anyone have any other questions or concerns or comments or anything? Awesome. Guys, you're the first ones to know all this information. Like, hello, we need to run with this. I'm really excited. Okay, cool. I hope you guys all have a really good night. If you do have more questions that come up later on and you feel like you need to ask me, feel free. Put them in your team pages. I think I'm in all of your team pages.
Yeah, I'll get this team call up real fast. One thing I was going to say, like the thing you guys can go do right now is take this information and go connect with your customers and coaches that you currently have and use this as like a tool to remind yourself of why you're a coach and give to the people that you do have, knowing that this change is coming so that you can kind of already get on that wavelength of being the coach you know you want to serve as. Rachel?
Yes. A tip I actually just started implementing when I came back on Monday is I exported a report from all of my customers. If you don't know how to do that, let us know. We'll show you. And I have now been going through every single customer that has ordered something in the past that isn't on a subscription order, an HD order, and I've been reaching out to them. Y'all, I have 1,200 people I need to reach out to. So go do that because that's exciting. All right, I will end it there and hope you guys have a good night. I'll talk to you later. Bye.